The Odeon, Leicester Square, was the scene of this year's Royal Film Performance. Among a galaxy of film stars were Jack Hawkins, Richard Attenborough and his wife Sheila Sim, Kenneth More, Diana Dawes, Herbert Wilcox with his wife Anna Neagle, and Alfred Hitchcock, who directed the film chosen for this performance. Her Majesty and the Duke were received by Mr. Reginald Brumhead, President and Chairman of the Cinematograph Trades Benevolent Fund, and Mr. J. Arthur Rank.
Hello, it's Peter Bradshaw from The Guardian here, and cinema in the UK, like everybody else, is now suffering a serious case of second wave grimness. The Cineworld Cinema Group has temporarily shut down, putting 5,500 jobs at risk. And our Chancellor Rishi Sunak is, to his own saucer-eyed astonishment, actually becoming unpopular as a result of COVID-19, chiefly for suggesting that people in the arts might want to retrain their silly hobby jobs, being of course neither here nor there. So it's a relief and a pleasure, as well as being very, very exciting, to announce that a really brilliant film is coming out this weekend in cinemas. It's the horror movie St. Maud by first-time young British filmmaker Rose Glass.
I thought that was you. What are you up to?
I'm a private carer.
You're still nursing?
What?
They know what happened.
All the good girls go to hell, 'cause even God herself.
I just want to see you loosen up.
I've got more important things on my mind.
There's my little saint. Maud, he isn't real.
Nothing worthwhile comes easily.
MORFYDD Clark is the up-and-coming Welsh star who plays Maud, a troubled young Catholic woman who lives on her own in Scarborough and is employed as a private agency nurse and caregiver to a disabled, middle-aged former dancer and choreographer, Amanda, marvellously played by Jennifer Ailey. At first, of course, the two women get on badly, but then they get on rather well, and Maud makes it her business to save Amanda's soul, with terrifying results. Maud's behaviour on the road to beatification becomes obsessive and fanatical and horrifying, much like Catherine Deneuve in Repulsion, or even Emily Watson in Breaking the Waves. And her final split second on screen will freak you out. St. Maud is a satire on the intimate nature of nursing itself, transforming it into something erotic and parasitic. And it's also, and I don't think this has been noticed enough about St. Maud, it's a satire on the unbearably condescending attitude that traditionally holds sway in the cinema towards disabled people and people who are wheelchair users, particularly with films which are about troubled, difficult, lonely people who get jobs looking after cantankerous, grumpy people in wheelchairs. And of course they come to know and love each other. And I'm particularly thinking about the French film Les Intouchables with Omar Sy, remade as The Downside with Kevin Hart. St. Maud is very creepy and very scary, and MORFYDD Clark is absolutely brilliant. Go and see it. The other film I want to talk about is a re-release, Yield to the Night, from 1956, directed by J. Lee Thompson, featuring Diana Dawes as a woman in Holloway Prison in North London, awaiting execution for murder. It's a classic Brit noir reeking with squalor and shame. It was actually conceived and written before the Ruth Ellis case, but it was in production and released afterwards, so it must in some way have been influenced by the queasy aura of fascination that emanated from Ruth Ellis. It really is an amazing film, particularly in the cell scenes towards the end, when Diana Dawes' character goes slightly mad with boredom and anxiety and insomnia, because the lights in her cell can never be dimmed because of suicide watch surveillance requirements, and she starts fanatically noticing all the little details that surround her: the scratches on the chairs, the sheen of the enamelled tin mugs, the diamond pattern on the backs of the playing cards, and Thompson's camera duly notices them all as well. And what horrifies Diana Dawes' character, most of all, is a certain door in her cell, with no handle on her side, of course, and she realises that she will see that door open only once, because behind it, horrifyingly, in the adjoining cell are the gallows platform and the noose themselves, as near to hand as an ensuite bathroom. That's it for this week. I just want to read an email from Vlad the Inhaler. He says, "Dear Pete, I have watched and subscribed to your vlog, but I haven't yet purchased your book, and as a result I have issues with guilt and anxiety. What do you recommend?" I recommend buying the book, Vlad. I recommend purchasing the book. Well, that's it for this week. Do please give it a share and give it a like on social media, and of course subscribe.